You may not have heard of Scarbo Vintage before, but you are definitely familiar with the work of the California-based company. The team behind the late Ken Block's Hoonipigasus has revealed its latest project, describing the SV Rover as the world's first Hypertruck. For starters, it's available with two powertrain options, both of which offer 4-digit power figures. The first is a mid-mounted V8 producing 1,100 horsepower, 820 kW/115 PS. The second option is fully electric and produces 1,006 horsepower, 750 kW/1020 PS. It's powered by a 75 kWh lithium-ion battery pack, source unknown, but Scarbo Vintage hasn't made any claims about the vehicle's range yet. An 8-speed automatic transmission will help transfer the power of the V8 engine to the wheels, but whichever drive system drivers prefer, they will be able to choose between rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive at their convenience. They will also be able to choose high or low gear ranges thanks to the transfer case, and the truck comes with selectable front and rear locking differentials. As is probably obvious at this point, the SV Rover isn't actually based on the Land Rover chassis. This means, like in a hypercar, you'll have to make do with just 2 seats. But that also means inboard front and rear suspension with 30 inches of wheel travel, air suspension for adjustability, and all-wheel steering. Speaking of wheels, they measure 20 inches in diameter and are shod with massive 40-inch tires. These wheels feature 400 mm carbon ceramic brake discs paired with Brembo-sourced 6-piston calipers. The body is made of carbon fiber and aluminum, and luxuries are limited inside. Buyers will get 2 screens, a 12.3-inch instrument cluster and a 12.8-inch infotainment touchscreen, along with Alcantara cloth and billet aluminum accents, but there's not much else here. Unfortunately, Scarbo Vintage hasn't released performance figures yet, but with plenty of power and not much to weigh it down, we expect it to be pretty fast. Joe Scarbo, CEO of Scarbo Vintage, promises performance next to the truck despite the curfew. SV Rover represents a new extreme in off-road power, maneuverability and capability, said Scarbo. And besides all this performance, the most Hypertruck feature of SV Rover will be its price tag. Motor Authority reports that prices for the crazy vehicle start at an equally crazy $1.5 million.